Hello, fifth graders. Today we are in Chapter 3, Lesson 11, Hands-on, use models to interpret the remainder. So let's look at the build it. A group of fifth graders collected 46 cans of food to donate to 3 food banks. If each food bank is to get an equal number of cans, how many cans do they each receive? So what are we thinking about? We'll use connecting cubes or dots or whatever works for you guys to represent the cans. How many? 46 cans. And we'll use how many paper plates? 3 paper plates to represent the food bank. So here are my paper plates. Maybe you have real paper plates. I don't know. Okay, so divide the cubes equally among the plates. So we have, let's see here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So 10, 20, 30, and then we're going to have to make change here because we've got one more 10, but we can't divide that evenly between our 3 food banks. So we'll break this up and add 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and then I don't know if you've noticed, but I have 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I've got this one oddball right here. And since I can't cut that can in half or open it and put it in 3 bowls, I think I'm done. So we divide the cubes equally between the 3 plates. How many cubes on each plate? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and how many cubes are left over? That would be this one little guy right here. Now let's think about what we do with that remainder. Since the problem said everyone gets the same, and we can't cut the can up, that means we just have one left over, okay? So each will receive 15 cans, and there's one left over that, I don't know, maybe it waits for the next time. Now, it doesn't always work like that with reminders, so let's look at this problem. A total of 35 students are going on a field trip to NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. If there needs to be 1 adult for every 8 students, how many adults are needed? So we'll use connected cubes to represent the students. There are 35 students, and we'll use the paper plates for the adults. And how many cubes are in each plate? 8. Okay, so we have 8, 16, 24, 32, and then we can't make a plate of 8 after that. 33, 34, 35. So there are 3 cubes left over. So what do we do about this remainder? In the last problem, we just had 1 left over, but this time we can't just leave 3 students home. They still get to come. So there's an adult just for those 3 students. So there are 4 groups of 8 students, and they all need an adult. But then there's also 3 students who are not a full group of 8, but they also need an adult. So we have those 4 groups plus 1 more group, or 5 groups of adults in all. Now that we have figured out how many adults we need to take the class to this field trip, let's think about this. Does it seem weird that we know we have to have 5 adults, but do they have to be 4 groups of 8 and 1 group of 3? Well, now that we know how many adults and we know how many students, let's redistribute them. 5 times what is 35? 7. So we could actually have 5 groups of 7. But we did need to figure the problem out the other way first, because there's this thing called ratios in education. So in activity 1, the remainder was dropped. Explain why. That was the food bank one, right, guys? So in the food bank example, we had to give everyone an equal amount to be fair. So there is a matter of equal to each food bank being the most fair decision. To each food bank being fair. Equals fair. Okay. And then in the second one where we were, in the second one, we rounded up and added an extra adult. We added an extra adult because we didn't want to leave anyone behind. So everyone could go, right? Which would be the most fair thing. Extra adult. So that every student could go. Yay. All right, go try some of this on your own. You could draw like Miss Munyon did. I don't have any paper plates for you, but if you want to get creative in some way and make little groups on the floor, that would be fine too. I suggest you use we have the base 10 blocks. So there are long sticks that are 10, and then there are the small ones that you could use for ones, and that might be fun for you. Work with a friend if you want to, but remember to stay on task. Thanks. Bye, guys.